Hey everybody, Mcluvin News reporting in on a secret little tip since I just watched most of Bill Maher's Discovery. He's a bit of an older generation, but a wonderful guy who's taking it real and on the factors. He's not up to date on me and you guys following what I'm sharing, so this is breaking for us on TikTok. Based on the fact that I'm a new growing trend of a media news source of my own independence, owning my own business, creating my own commentation and reporting, and my facts of which I give to you guys based on my news sources, which I get. The Nation, a worthy subscription. If you're not subscribed to The Nation, check out The Nation, okay? Seriously. Now, in the core truth of what's going on here in America, the reason why Kamala Harris actually lost in this biggest part of her election, she failed to reach out to undereducated voters, those of African-American, Black voters, Spanish, Puerto Rican. I mean, think about everything that came out from the Donald Trump presidency and all the shameful conduct that came out from that New York rally, calling, the comedian up on stage that made that sour, poorly undereducated joke about Puerto Ricans living on a island full of trash and comparing Puerto Rico to trash. Think about the reality of all the anger and frustration in this country with much of the people on the right and those in the conservative MAGA group that are so pissed off with the fact that they feel like Democrats don't support them and their values, don't support their schools, don't support their causes, are too focused on the LGBT and pronouns and this gender soft kind of focus group, less about the focus of what's really hurting people. The old policy and fear of having your gun taken away is an old principle, but Trump was smart in his political attacks. He went after direct things that people were most sensitively affected by, worrying about their kids being turned into something of a different gender profile, which then, of course, is the most shameful, despicable act, not only to mention, preying on that of which is talking about the groceries and the food. So you guys who voted for Trump and are part of that MAGA cult, you basically are in a cult at this point. It's literally MAGA cult versus America. Okay, Kamala Harris was not the savior. And a lot of people who think she was, liberals and those who voted for her, even myself, if you thought this was a blue wave, that's not what this was about. We were way past blue wave, red wave. All right? Senate control goes back and forth between Republicans and Democrats. The House has been a long time victory for the Democrats. And for a long time, even through Biden's administration and everything else proceeding back, look through the annals of history. We got to reflect on something. It's our time now. Younger generations, it's our time. Get involved, get proactive. Sign up and get involved. Midas Touch is a great place to check out on YouTube. Follow along with Bill Maher if you can watch it, if you can get basic channel. It's actually on C-SPAN. There's also John Oliver, like I mentioned before. There is other critics and critiquing people who talk about this news information. The Nation, again, is a wonderful news journalism from a college-educated professor level, where the sourced information comes directly from professors at a high education level that usually teach, their own college students. And that information I get, and the article I had specifically showed that Kamala Harris strictly lost because she focused too much on forever Trumpers, people who were, essentially for Trump, and or her biggest weakness, same thing with what Hillary Clinton was. Let me back up the statement on the fact that she only focused on forever Trumpers, the fact that she focused on people who were never Trumpers, okay? People who just could never vote for Trump. She tried to focus on them, and they ended up just not being swayed enough. And the Republicans focused so strongly, along with Trump, on the weakest links of American fears. And that's what's going to cost us so much. You guys in MAGA, if you're having regrets, you're feeling bad about this, there's time to make a difference now. Money is not the only principle, okay? That's not what I'm for. I'm about spreading information and hope and the positivity and change and the impact to influence younger generations to get involved. I'm showing proof that there's more on TikTok than just stupid annals and videos of people doing stupid stunts, stupid jokes, crafts, innovation things, funny things, hacks, techniques, fixes, shortcuts. There's news and there's critical information. Mcluvin News here, approving this solidly from myself as a millennial, speaking out for everybody else, because I'm doing something more than just sitting around playing video games and wasting my mind. Not because I don't care about those things. I still can enjoy games, but I'm more passionate about the kids and the children in the present, here and now, because they're living in this future here today. I'm adamant about it, and I think a fight needs to be ensued of words and passion and effort and action to be put together and to fight back to restore the balance of democracy, because it hangs in the thread of a dumpster fire that we're now living in, that is the Donald Trump democracy that MAGA has bought out and shut down the elephant officially, put it into the grave. The Republican Party is officially been replaced with MAGA. That elephant is dead. You can make a joke that Eric Trump already killed it way back when Donald Trump won in 2016, but the reality is America spoke. And America spoke loud and clear. They're pissed off and angry, and they're tired about the Democrats. And the Democrats' biggest weakness is they always pander to the wealthy and the elite within their own class of group. And that's not a joke. They do this. So what can we do? We got to motivate them to wake up and to get on board with us. And that's my goal with you guys. Stay active, stay involved, and follow along with me. If you can do your own research, I implore you to do it and check it out. Ask questions, learn your history, learn from where the Republicans came from, where the Democrats came from. Learn from the people who are currently representing which political houses, which candidates that are running in control as of right now, and the ones that are going to be running into that control. And that means the ones who are running it, those who are not going to be running it, those who switch and flip seats, and who they run for. The question is our Congress fully supported by people who represent us, the American people? Or is it supporting now more so people who are only underneath Trump's candidacy, and even some of which on the Democrat side or Republican side, they don't represent anything to do with anything that's helping our country but to line their own pockets with money? You think people in Congress sit up there all day because they have to work hard? Well, that's the thing. We're trying to make them work hard. We want them to work for us. If they're not working for us, they need to get out of that seat. They need to lose that seat and be replaced by somebody who's going to get the job done. That's the kind of motivation I'm asking from you guys. That's the kind of involvement I'm talking about here. A real core roots level. If you guys think that I'm worthy of your time and your effort, and you follow along with me, and you got suggestions and ideas, give me something to work with. Because if it comes to a time where I earn the honor and the privilege of being able to produce merchandise, provide payment links, donation tabs, anything that can help toward a cause in a fight, you better believe that money's going toward those fights and those causes. I vouch once again, any business I've ever run in the past, I put the money toward the business. I never took a cent, not a penny, not a dime from myself. And I stand by that. My solemn vow, both hands. Put my right hand up. I make a vow. That's a fact. You're not supposed to put your left hand up. I'm aware. I make a vow. Any money, if I ever earn the chance and the privilege with anybody who's going to donate or be a part of this cause, I promise you, I represent you guys and your voices, and I welcome and encourage it. And here's my powerful claim to all those who are even with MAGA. You guys can go ahead and bring all of what you want to share here with why you think what could be better and what could be better done. But I can promise you this, I stand for the two parties and the independent party. I don't support MAGA for one reason. MAGA doesn't support what everybody in America wants. MAGA is about going to a distant separation of division, hate, and white nationalism. And there's no room for that in this great country of the United States of America. And that's it. That's final. I'm not going to spew on a bunch of nonsense talking about how and why MAGA is the way it is. The people in that division of that party have made it the way it is, and it's officially replaced the Republican Party, the Elephant Party, and that means now it's between Democrats, independents, and the remaining last Republicans of what they can do to pick up their own tattered pieces of their own psyche. You guys, younger generation, it's your job to step up to the plate, produce yourself in college, academics, and careers. Do the fight that is worth it every day. And don't be ashamed if you fail. Just get back up, pick yourself up, and keep going. We got this, guys. May look dismal right now, but the dumpster fire, it's in and on with our hands. We are in control. We, the people, are in control. There are more of us than there are of them, and that includes the rich elite and the oligarchs. And my goal in this cause, in this fight, is to motivate you guys. So let's do this. Let's make it. Let's join and unite together. That's my last note for tonight. Thanks for watching. Mcluvin News, signing out.